The year is 1960. An era defined by the scent of fresh sawdust and the cold touch of cast iron. While the Cold War dominated the headlines, a different kind of revolution was unfolding in the backyards and workshops of America. This is the story of the maker, long before that word had a hashtag. These people didn't just consume products, they mastered them. If you love the aesthetics of a time when things were built to last, hit that subscribe button and give us a like. Let's dive into the DNA of creation. Before robots took over, there was the human assembly. Look at the synchronization. This wasn't just labor, it was a choreography of precision. Each person was a vital cog in the machine of progress. Whether it was a plastic doll or a complex vacuum tube, it was touched by human hands. Notice the focus. No smartphones, no distractions. This was the collective force of millions, building the middle-class dream one component at a time. It was a meditative state of industrial production, where individual skill met massive scale. Where did this ingenuity come from? The film takes us back to our roots. Long before electricity, there was the blacksmith's hammer and the weaver's loom. The creators wanted to show that the high-tech 1960s were just an evolution of ancient skills. The spirit of the pioneer, carving a life out of the wilderness, lived on in the man fixing his car. These old crafts are the silent teachers. They passed down the knowledge of how to bend the world to our will. Every modern lathe has a drop of a blacksmith's sweat in its history. Look at these kids. In 1960, a toy wasn't a closed plastic box, it was a challenge. Building a balsa wood glider was a masterclass in aerodynamics. There was no undo button. If you cut the wood wrong, you started over. This fostered a generation that wasn't afraid to fail. They were mastering the physics of the world before they could even drive a car. Notice the focus in their eyes. This is what flow state looked like before the digital age. They weren't just building models, they were building the discipline to reach the moon. The film draws a striking parallel between the workshop and the home. While the husband is conquering steel in the garage, the wife is a maker in her own laboratory, the kitchen. This was the 1960s social contract. Modern appliances were her power tools. The kitchen was the engine room of the home. Her precision in measuring ingredients was no different from his precision with the micrometer. Notice the pride. It's the same creative spark. A family that builds together, prospers together. It was about making a masterpiece out of the everyday life. Let's talk hardware. Look at that drill. It's built like a tank. In the 60s, planned obsolescence hadn't yet poisoned the manufacturing well. Tools were made of solid steel. If it broke, you fixed it, and it worked for another 30 years. Now let's look at safety. Our hero here is using a table saw with nothing but grit and maybe some hair cream. No sensors, no guards. Back then, PPE meant please pin your elbows. There's a rugged optimism here. They trusted their focus more than their gear. They owned their tools. Today, with subscriptions and digital locks, our tools often own us. The American maker of 1960 didn't need an app to validate his work. The level on the plank was his only judge. Today, we code in Python or print in resin, but the drive to solve problems with our own hands remains. If this journey through time inspired you, go fix something, or just start that project you've been putting off. Thank you for watching. Please support us by liking this video and subscribing to the channel. It keeps the workshop lights on. Tell us in the comments, what's the oldest tool you own that still works? Until next time, keep making.